Alright, hello. As you can see, we ended up blowing all three of the XFAs today. So now we are back to pretty much square one with this. That's that. Took an actual good trade. Like, everything did make sense. Right, we broke out of this range finally. I wasn't wanting to take anything inside of this chop. Right, so I waited for us to break out of the range. We finally did. These highs were looking promising. Hopped on the 5. We see a little 5-minute gap tap right here. Once we tapped into it, we got a good reaction out of it. Stop loss at this low, targeting this high. Instantly reversed, take me out, and then chopped for 2-3 hours. And then, as you can see right now, we are hitting all the levels that I marked out in the Discord analysis. But that's not really the reason why I came on here to talk today. Lately, bro, it has been the hardest that it's ever been. Um, you know, I've put my entire life into this, right? And there's good and bad to that, right? Trading, um, it shouldn't consume you in your entire life, right? And that's what I've learned. I can't let that happen, and that's why I'm taking it slow. That's why I went from studying, you know, 8-10 hour days now to studying max 4 to 5 hours a day. Right? I can't, post on Instagram. I can't work on YouTube videos. I can't trade. I can't backtest any longer than 4 to 5 hours a day. Typically, it's 4. Right? And that's just to limit the amount of time I spend on the charts, and it has a great deal on my stress and just working 24/7 and just trying to force it. And I've been doing that for the past, like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, and nothing has changed. I'm more stressed than ever. I'm taking it with a slow approach now, and still nothing seems to be working out. So maybe I just need to give it more time. But I am in the worst position I've ever been. That I see myself. Um, I've been in very, very bad situations when it comes to this, but this is just very, very bad, right? I've never experienced what I've experienced these past 2 days when it comes to my mental, right? I've been in very, very low points in this journey. That's just what it is, right? And just business in general. Everyone has their own, their own story when it comes to this, because business is not easy, bro. Business is extremely, extremely hard, right? And specifically when it comes to day trading, bro, it's all psychology, right? And if I'm not there mentally, I'm never going to make this happen. But that's why I begin to slow down a little bit, focus on some other things outside of my life, spending more time with God. And, just to be real, bro, like, God has helped me out of so many different areas in my life in the past year and a half. I've been so lost so many times, and just trying to figure things out. And every single time He's there to help. I just need to give it some time. And I've been struggling with this in specific for months now. Months. I've never had actual, like, good, consistent backtesting results, backtesting data across the whole year, right? I'm not asking for 10% a month, but I need to at least, make 3% a month in the beginning of the year, right? 2%, like actually, like, sustainable, right? Yes, I got 30% that one time, that 30% that 1 year, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. But, the first 6 months, I've looked at it now, it's just not sustainable. Like, those first 6 months, it was like 0%, like break even, 1%, 2% months. I can't live off that for the first 6 months every single year, right? But in the last parts of the, quarter 3 and quarter 4, I make like 6-7% a month. And then now everything just seems to be falling apart. All this work that I've done, all of my trust in God, this mindset that I have constantly, every single day, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better. And it just seems like I'm walking away. I'm being pushed away from my goals. No matter how much I put God first, no matter how little or how much I spend time on the charts or work, no matter what mentors I buy, no matter what help I seek, no matter the ways that I backtest, no matter what model I trade, it seems like it doesn't want to work. And I don't know, bro, like it's hard to relate with anyone with this because so many people have bad psychology and a really good model. And what I've been struggling for my entire trading, right, for the past year and a half is finding a model, finding a profitable model. And it seems like it's impossible for me to do that. Okay? Obviously nothing is impossible with God, right? But it just feels like that, right? And that's just the devil trying to tempt me at this point. And bro, like these past 2 days, bro, like I have never been more negative in my life. In my life, I've never been more negative. I can't simply hop on the charts, right? Take a trade, be okay with it, without worrying like crazy. I woke up this morning, felt absolutely terrible, you know. Bro, to be completely honest with y'all boys, last night I literally went to bed crying myself to sleep, bro. Right? That woke up this morning, right? Everything I've done throughout the entire day has just been on such a low vibrational frequency, bro, if that makes any sense. No matter what I've done, I can't focus. I just read 2 of my books, bro. I can't retain anything that I'm trying to learn. My mind is just, it's in a like, it's cluttered. I just don't know what's going on. My mind is constantly racing, bro. Yesterday I got to a point where like I could not physically stand another minute of just trying to act like nothing's happening. And I decided to work out, you know. I did it a little bit earlier than usual, and just to get my mind off things. And then the entirety of the workout, I was just worrying, stressing, thinking, will this ever work out? And it's sad, bro, but it's really, dude, it's so sad. It really has me questioning God. It's like that bad, and it should never get to this point, you know. My faith will forever be in God, right? Jesus Christ, because He has completely changed my life, right? But I've been calling for help, bro. I've been calling for help, bro, for the past 6 months, because I feel like I'm just moving nowhere. I have nothing going for me at this point. Just blew all my accounts. I'm about to fail 2, possibly 3 more classes this semester. 2 more, possibly one, definitely 1, and then possibly 2 more, right? And that'll be a total of $2,000 to $3,000 this semester that I would spend on paying my parents back. And I'm not complaining. I'm just in such a deep hole right now. And I just don't know what to do. I'm probably going to have to get a job this summer. I don't know how much money I have left in my stash. I'm probably going to have to get a job this summer. I'm still probably going to back this every single day. But I don't know, bro. Like, no matter how much back testing I do, no matter, you know, who I do it with, it just feels like I'm going nowhere. And the biggest thing that is holding me back right now is just the model, bro. I cannot get, I'm struggling. I will eventually do it, but I am struggling so much to just find a simple model, bro. That is it. And I've been asking for it, bro, for guidance for the past 6 months, and just nothing has happened, bro. And I just feel like I'm going in circles over and over and over again because just nothing is working, bro. I've spent $1,500 in the past, you know, 4 months. $1,500 on mentors. And I don't know how this one's going to go. I'm just going to keep on going, but it just, I don't know, bro. This whole video is going to be kind of cooked, but I just needed to talk, bro. I needed to document this for my future self. You know, but God sometimes, you know, he will leave you hungry, right? He will let you hunger. but he will never let you starve. Right? And, now I'm really getting to that point where I'm questioning everything. I'm questioning if I should continue trading. Questioning if I'll ever make this work. Questioning everything, bro. And I know I'll never be able to quit this, right? I will never be able to do that. I'm, way, way too deep into this for me to quit now, right? God has given this to me for a reason, and I have committed my entire life to this for the past year and a half, right? To becoming a profitable trader, to achieve financial freedom, and to, in the future, be able to change many, 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 many lives. And that's the main thing that I want. And just lately, bro, I just felt like that's just never gonna work. But I know I'm too deep into this. You're too deep into this. I've spent thousands of hours on the charts, thousands. I have sacrificed so many things. I've sacrificed time. I've sacrificed so much time. I've sacrificed friends. I've sacrificed time with family. I've sacrificed a lot of money that I really don't have that much of at this point. I've sacrificed education. I don't believe in the schooling system at all. I believe I will, and I eventually, will make all this work out, so there is no need in going to college and getting an education on general business. And in doing that, it's cornered me. It's cornered me to where now there is no other choice. I have failed multiple classes this semester. I have paid my parents thousands of dollars. And I have myself in a corner. Right? And this is what makes successful people successful. Because I have no other choice. I have no other choice to make this other than to make this happen. There is no other choice for me. I'm too far deep into this, bro. I've risked and I've sacrificed, bro. A lot of my childhood, bro, for the past year and a half, coming up on soon enough 2 years. I don't know. I'm rounding it up, bro. Year and a half. Why I've sacrificed. Just college life, bro. High school life. I could have gone to parties, bro. I could have, started, dating a lot of girls, bro. Just living like for myself. Like so many people do. Drinking a lot, smoking a lot, trying to fit in, having those, relationships with girlfriends. I've sacrificed all of that just because I want to achieve this one specific goal in my life. Later, I will focus on that. Not drinking and all of that stuff, getting a wife and having a family, right? But I've sacrificed all of that. Parties, just things that are seen as fun in this time of my life, in younger years of my life. If I quit now, that is selfish. That is so selfish. That God has shown me my capabilities, my life through Him, and for me to just quit now after sacrificing so much, right? Just because I haven't got any results in 6 months. Just because, I haven't gotten profitable backtesting stats. It's stupid. It's stupid. But I've really begun to realize, no matter how bad I may want to quit, I can't. I can't go back to living my normal life, bro. I physically and mentally can't. I can't withhold that. I can't withstand just waking up every single day, 10, 11 o'clock, depending if I have classes or not. Come down from my bed, eat some Top Tarts, bro. Eat some Hot Pockets, some breakfast Hot Pockets. Coming over here to my desk, not journaling, not doing anything, and immediately pulling up some YouTube, watching some YouTube for maybe an hour or so, then hopping on Ark or Rust and play from 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. that night, and then go to bed questioning my entire existence. There is no other option than this. There is no other option than to make this work, bro. I want to cuss like crazy right now, bro. Like that seems kind of weird, but bro, like I'm so passionate about this, what I'm speaking about right now. I just want to cuss up a storm, bro, but we will make this happen, bro. If you are in, a similar position as me right now and you don't know what to do, bro, just continue pushing, bro. Continue to pray to God every single day. Please continue to trust God. I don't care where you're at. Please continue to trust Him. He will make your path straight. And He will not leave you astray, bro. That's a dead deal, you know what I'm saying? Like He won't leave you stranded. Again, He may leave you hungry at sometimes, but He will never let you starve. He will never push you past your absolute limits to the point where you quit. He will never do that. He'll make you think about it sometimes. He'll make you go hungry and question everything. But He will never push you that far to the point where you will quit. So if you're at that brink right now of quitting, He's pushing you hard. He's pushing you. He's making you a better person. He's crafting your story to inspire thousands of people later down the line. You. Right? He's not going to push you past the point of quitting. But, just the main thing I want to get across to y'all boys is that there is no other option, bro. There is simply no other option than to make this happen. And that's why I've done everything that I've done, in the past year and a half to get me in the position that I am now. I stopped caring about school. I had a 4.3 GPA in high school. My parents thought I was talented, bro. And I threw it all away. On purpose. On purpose, bro. I don't even know what my GPA is now. I don't even want to know. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect me. Because I know, one day if I end up working at McDonald's a year from now, if trading still hasn't worked, I'll be 2.5 years in. If it gets to that point, then I'm just in a worse situation. And again, pressure makes diamonds. These people that make it, in their lives, extremely, extremely successful people, they always have the craziest stories. They always have the most struggle. So this is just God testing you and I. And no matter how confused you are right now, no matter where you are at mentally, where you just feel like there is no way this will ever work out, you got to remember, yes, it will. I really don't want to be positive right now, bro. I really just want to seep in and give into the devil's temptations and be negative and just spread negativity. I really want to do that right now, but I'm forcing myself to be positive, forcing myself to stay level-headed and remind myself that if I continue to show up every single day, bro, every single day, no matter how many people say it won't work, no matter how much doubt I get from others, no matter how much doubt I have myself, it will work. I will make it work. God will make it work. Having that mindset will take us far in life, bro. And there's gonna be a lot of people in this video that watch this video, and they're gonna laugh, bro. They're gonna think all these different things. I've used to get some crazy comments on my YouTube videos, but they've all kind of worn off, saying that I'll never make it. But like just things like that, bro. It reminds you of where you do not want to be in life. Do you really want to quit now? Because if you quit now, most likely you're gonna live a miserable life, because you know that you're capable of doing something, and now you're not. You've let that boat pass, and I'm not letting this boat pass, bro. God has given me this opportunity. God has given you this opportunity. You better not let it pass. Right? And I don't want to become like these guys on the internet that, they probably didn't even try to achieve, whatever they wanted to do in their lives. And even if they did, they ended up quitting, and now they're on the internet fat fingering their keyboard warriors and talking trash, trying to bring you down to their level. But we're different, bro. And this is like not even supposed to be motivational, bro. We are different. Because I don't care what others say to me, bro. I've been laughed at so much this year. Y'all don't even know, right? But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the last one to laugh. They're going to be in a terrible position, for the rest of their lives, because they sacrificed their end goal for what they have now, right? I sacrificed my now for my end goal. And people just won't be able to see your vision. So, being in this dorm room, bro, has been probably one of the worst things that I've ever experienced, bro. It's just such a negative. You can't explain it. I can't explain it. But it's just it drowns like my soul, bro. And just such negativity being in this room with my roommate 24/7. I just can't stand it, bro. My soul can't stand it. And the moment that I, go home, I got 1 week left. These last few days are gonna be hell. But dude, it's a countdown, bro. It's a countdown. But no matter what happens, bro, we are going to continue push. We're going to continue to push. Don't think for 1 second that I am quitting this. I promise y'all, boys, this is a promise. This is an absolute promise. I will never quit on y'all. I will never quit on y'all. I will never quit on this trading. And I will never, ever quit on y'all. I will never. I promise you. This is a promise, bro. I promise you. I will never quit on y'all. This is what I need to do right now, bro. I need to lock in, and I need to figure out what's going on with my model, bro. I will not quit on y'all. This channel is going to continue to grow. Our progression, my progression, is going to continue to grow. And we're going to make it, bro. We are going to make this happen. We are going to become consistently profitable traders. We're going to make this online money thing work. We will. No matter how, how negative everything is around you, bro. You'll find a way. You will find a way, bro. Just like me. But that's really all I wanted to get off my chest, bro, today. I just wanted to come on here and just talk, bro. And just update y'all. I just needed to talk to someone. I've been talking to God a lot, bro. But sometimes, doing that doesn't feel like, I know that God's listening, but, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to imagine him listening to me out of everyone else's, problems in the world that are a lot bigger than mine. But I don't know. I'm not there spiritually yet. I'm still learning. Still growing my faith with God. But sometimes it's just nice to come on here and just rant to y'all boys and explain everything that's going on. So, later in my journey, People can be inspired. I can be inspired looking back, and as well as y'all right now that are struggling, y'all can be inspired to continue moving forward. That's the whole point of me doing this. And again, bro, this is a promise. I will never. I got to keep on saying this to myself. I'm affirming myself that I will never quit on y'all boys. I will never quit on this trading stuff. I will make day trading work for me. I will. I will. I will. I will. It is just a matter of time, a matter of dedication, a matter of faith in God. That's it. And I myself in that corner right now where I have no other choice than to make this work. I have no other choice. It would be different if I got straight A's in college right now and I could actually go and get a job after this and, all that stuff. But I'm failing multiple classes per semester. Thousands of dollars in debt with my parents. Not really in debt, but, I've given them thousands of dollars to retake these classes. I have no other choice. I've spent thousands of dollars on mentors, thousands of dollars. I probably have $1,000 spent on funded accounts, evals, and all that stuff. When it comes to, account activation, I've spent so much money on this, so much time, so much sacrifice. There is no turning back, bro. There is no turning back. I will make this work. It's just a matter of time, bro. Just a matter of time, and it's just gonna be one thing, bro. One day, one thing that's going to change everything. Tomorrow can be the day that everything changes. Just remember that. Tomorrow could be the day that I start to figure out my model. What was wrong with it? So, gotta keep on pushing, bro. Y'all gotta keep on pushing. But, yeah, that's gonna be the video today. I just want to come on here again, just the app. But other than that, if y'all want to join the Discord, it's completely free. Good community, good guys to have around you, especially in this trading, bro. Y'all gotta have a community you're in with guys that support you. So that'll be in the description. Again, it's completely free. As well as if you want to look into my WAP course, it's completely free for the people that are trying to learn how to day trade. It probably doesn't sound like the best introduction with this video, but just ICT concepts. I've broken it down to the most simplest form instead of watching hours and hours and hours and hours like I did of his mentorships. Just watch those videos. I break it down to the finite things that you actually need to know when it comes to becoming profitable, the few concepts that you actually need to become profitable, and then past that point it's just experience. But other than that, all those links will be in the description. Other than that, hopefully y'all boys have a blessed day and continue to push, man. Continue to push. Peace out.